We're live. Leicester v Derby. It was a quality game last time these two met. Just get the game set up. We've had a few issues which are still happening. Oh, come on. I think about 5 minutes played. Leicester 0, Derby County 0. Both teams have made a lot of changes.
Leicester are certainly getting the backing from their supporters early on. Amata. Long from Zila. Comfortably won by Shackle. Now Anya.
And we should be ready.
Against Amate. King has gone back to help him out as well.
As Derby attack down the left side. Need to get that cross in the ball, number 8. Vardy Ince on the bench. Vardy's not even in the team for Leicester.
Nearly ran out of pitch, but somehow managed to keep it on the line. Just looking at Damari Gray on the far side, he's still limping quite heavily from that challenge from Christie.
So wherever you're listening to this game, whether you're at work, at home, I know, watching the BBC and listening to me, thank you very much. Doing a different style of commentary, not scripted. Last time this finished 2-2.
Warmest evening.
And Darren Bent is not available. He's
the captain's armband on tonight. Wes Morgan, incidentally, ending a run of 49 consecutive starts in all competitions. Rested along with Robert Huth. All Brighton's cross.
Hopefully the stream is resumed now and it's in and stay in the green. And we have JB Claret. Hi Penny, I'm glad you're doing the comments tonight. I've been having a go at Adrian Durham for his horrible comments on Sean Dice. It's on my YouTube channel. Check it out when you finish later. It's explosive. I sure will, Mr. JB. We have the white circle at the moment, which is what we don't want. Come on, stay in the green. We're in the green and we got that circle. Jason, Jerry, hi, how are ya? Video output is low.
Zila made an early decision. 2 strong hands on it. Came to Christie. Chilwell. Badly dispossessed by Johnson. This is Camera. Blocked by Amate. Muted appeals. Immediately waved away by Mike Jones. This is Butterfield.
I can hear the Derby County fans singing. I hope the stream's going okay.
The Derby defence. Alex Pearce is amongst the substitutes. And that's overhit by Bradley Johnson.
It's certainly a nice tempo about the game. Both sides, when they get the ball down, they're passing the ball well. They're sharp. Individuals are trying to make something happen.
I'm doing well. I hope this stream is going well.
Should be challenge again for Derby. Camera, who made a cameo appearance at the end of the first game 11
That
days
seems
ago.
alright.
Good effect. Here's Kuzma for Leicester.
I will just go with it.
Effort.
Obvious sort of weakness, I suppose, in their system if Leicester get good ball and break.
That was a foul by Blackman.
At the moment, nothing's happened in the first 12 minutes.
The knee injury. Blackman. First time he's ever played under Steve McLaren tonight. Tom Ince, incidentally, is amongst the Derby substitutes, as we mentioned.
Sure we'll get a few goals tonight.
As well.
And it's Leicester on the attack.
To his right.
It's a good pass.
Cross from him.
Corner to the Leicester. Coming off Shackle number 5.
Leicester's energy is excellent. They're getting forward quickly. They're looking forward early as well. And that's going to cause Derby problems. Obviously the Derby defence.
Derby lost 1-0 to Newcastle on the weekend. And of course Leicester were hammered 3-0 by Man United quite comfortably. As Albright takes this corner on the left. In swinging. And that was terrible. Still with Leicester. Put back in, and they win another corner of number 2.
Steve McLaren is obviously happy with his defensive setup on set pieces, but like the first game, I'm not. He hasn't got anybody along that 6-yard line. There's a huge gap there, and if a Leicester player gets a run on a Derby player, he's got acres to run into right in the centre of the goal.
Well, they have everybody except
This is where Leicester get the first goal from the second corner. No, headed away. Maybe could be a break on here for Derby County. They're coming out number 8. Steaming forward. Can he get the ball in there? No, he's going to take it all the way. Now he gets the cross in. And it doesn't come to anything. But they got a chance to put it back in. And again, nothing happens. It's easy for Leicester, but they don't defend it. But they luckily get a free kick. What I don't know.
Just watch Vasilevsky. He's working hard to get back, and I'll let the pictures do the talking here, Steve. Left him for dead. And just the flight of the ball a little bit too high as he lofts it. It's a wonderful ball in. And Blackman can't quite get high enough to direct it
Look at the defensive header from Blackman. This is a shame he's playing for Derby, not Leicester.
Some of these players, the likes of Anya and Blackman, have had to be extremely patient for their opportunity. In a Derby match like this, in the FA Cup, they want to make a point, don't they?
Absolutely. There's still plenty of games left this season. If they can make an impression tonight, any player, if you're playing in a match, you make it.
What's happened?
Hard for your manager to drop you by playing well. I think as Alan Shearer said in the studio at the beginning of the game, if you play well tonight, you've got every right to go and knock on the door Friday or Saturday and drop a hint that you think you should be playing the next game.
Leicester are struggling badly. I still have a feeling in the end Leicester will be okay. 14th or 15th.
Summer, the new faces. He's had to be extremely patient for his opportunity.
Here from Leicester. No, going nowhere.
Cost considerably more.
Ball out on the left, ball put in.
Away by Kia.
Sort of a clearance, then a header.
Christie got his head to it. Johnson. Let's break into Max Lowe.
It's a good pass on Max Lowe.
Asking a lot of Anya, but he'll get there.
So Anya's got the ball. Is he going to be able to get the ball in? A decent cross this time. Back to Lowe. And that'll go out for a goal kick.
It's a goal kick. He has more of a licence to get forward tonight, Bradley Johnson, with the Sart back in the team.
That's right, and it was Blackman who crunched in a challenge by Vasilevsky way upfield. Johnson took on himself to get into that box. Again, another opportunity. Good link-up play between Anya and Lowe down this left-hand side. Not a bad ball in. But again, open game so far, 17 minutes in.
Long ball from Leicester. Can't find their front man. Booted away. Back to Leicester in the middle.
Dispossessed by Blackman.
There you go, Leicester Derby. Are we going to get a goal? Maybe not.
Derby corner.
So corner to the Derby.
We're certainly relieved there.
They're coming from the right. And Camera deliver a decent bowl. He's got Shackle, Christie are up there. Ball comes in. Everyone misses it. Derby's still with the ball. And I don't know what he was doing there. Bit of a scramble. Out on the right. Gonna shoot for goal. And it will go wide.
Yeah, sustained attack there by Derby. They kept the ball going. They were first to
Oh, they should kick the ball there, but they didn't do anything. Fruitless attack from Derby. Now, I don't know what Camera was doing there on the right. We ain't going to call that a shot on goal, was it? Bit wide of the mark. We're looking for Keogh. He certainly didn't find him.
Adjusting to life in England. He started the recent win at Ipswich. Very impressed, and he did well off the bench at Newcastle at the weekend.
Come Leicester forward. No, they don't. Leicester swinging it all the way out on their left side. Don't know where to go. Back to the keeper. And the keeper will.
Christie's got his hands full tonight.
It's back with the keeper.
Really looks like he's got a lot of energy. Wonderful bit of work off the ball.
Now the keeper launches it upfield. Could go over the ball, and it just goes out for a throw into Derby.
But that's an area of concern, I think, for Derby, because he keeps drifting inside. He's picking the ball up well. And this guy,
yellow card,
he's on a yellow card, exactly.
Long throw taken.
It's a player that, when you talk to Leicester supporters, they would have liked to have seen more of in action. Damari Gray.
Ball with Leicester and back to the keeper. He launches it upfield. That's going to go nowhere but back to the Derby County keeper. Is he going to throw it out? Number 35, Mitchell. He just rolls it out to his left. And it's chipped down the left side, but Leicester retrieve it. And now we back to the keeper.
Mitchell. 10 changes tonight from Claudio Ranieri. You know what it's like to be left out by Ranieri.
I was rotated, rested, in a League Cup game against Spurs.
Ranieri, there were Leicester fans calling for him to be sacked.
In a Chelsea team that was beaten by Spurs, and I had to watch that game at home.
FA chairman is in attendance. Greg Clark, who is a lifelong Leicester fan, I should point out, alongside Martin Glenn there. And all the others inside the KP, maybe for something to smile about tonight. Leicester unbeaten in 7 FA Cup ties against low league opposition. Despite all the changes, this one, they don't want to lose.
Oh, the Derby fans singing out, Claudio Ranieri, you're going to get sacked in a minute.
I was just going to say, Steve, Mendy's getting into some good positions. He's linking play out well, and he's always available. I think for centre-back, must be a pleasure to play with, but only if you use him and see him. In that situation, Benalouan completely ignored him and played a very difficult pass that went out for the goal kick.
Kia has been robbed. Musa trying to get the end of this, goes to ground. Goal
Is
kick.
there a penalty? I doubt it.
Well, Shackle's heart, just for a moment, was in his mouth there.
Well, he got there late, didn't he? On the stretch, Musa. There's some contact there. Mike Jones are judging the contact. Obviously wasn't enough for the penalty. And was more momentum than intent in that. On the replay, I'd say he's just about right with that one.
And we've lost the stream. Oh, come on. Unbelievable. Oh, no. Oh, I don't think what he means the plugins have stopped.
Changes. The starting lineups from 12 days ago. Christie.
You see Christie looking at one or two other players. Where's the movement?
Well, hopefully now the stream will be good for the rest of the game.
Like you, a former Coventry player. Unlike you, who plays for the Republic of Ireland.
As Derby just pass it back to Mitchell, and he'll just pass it
Ray starts to get on the ball.
to the left.
Infield. Does he go with him? Stand his right back spot. Does he pass him on to the Sart?
Has to go back. Just sent to Musa and Kapuska. I think they might be able to do some damage with that.
Long ball play,
Down Derby's wish to play from the back.
and that'll go back to Schmeichels.
Just sense when Derby are playing out from the back.
6 and 2 threes. Jones saw it. Since that first meeting, Leicester have lost 2 more Premier League games. 1-0 at Burnley and 3-0 at home to Manchester United. They've only scored, remember, in the FA Cup in 2017, the first time in the Premier League era.
40 minutes to go till half-time. Hasn't been the best so far, as maybe here's a chance as Albert has the ball. He just puts it straight in the arms of Mitchell. Wearing the all orange.
Derby have been playing away since 2-2 at Pride Park. They won at Ipswich.
Still with Leicester. Maybe they'll have a chance now. Maybe not.
Game at the weekend.
Leicester on, well, in the final third. And that was an awful ball. Goes out for throwing. Of course, Leicester have made a load of changes as Lowe takes this throw-in.
Good combination play between Drinkwater and
They've got
Vardy.
sponsors on their backs.
And Vardy had a good understanding.
Even
Down the right-hand
tyres.
side, Simpson and Mahrez knew exactly what each other were doing. Hasn't been the case this season.
But here's Gray.
Here goes Gray. Is he going to score? Oh, that's a bit of a miss. Good ball in the box from Gray. And the player it went to couldn't make any contact with it.
Surprised if he doesn't tuck in, play in
So
behind
here
Musa.
go,
Let's
maybe
go out on that left-hand side.
free kick the Derby.
He starts running with the
So
ball.
maybe now
Gray.
Derby will go
Makes the game look ridiculously easy at
up
times.
the other
He's
end and
still
score a goal.
As a Premier League regular, time on his side and talent to burn.
Could Musa have gone with his left foot here? Tries to go with his right. It's past him before he can
Don't know why.
stick his leg up.
Looks like Miss just fell over. He
Just a bit later.
lost
If he
it.
goes with the inside of his left, he'd have had a better chance of scoring there.
Butterfield. Desart.
All Musa had to do was really
Shackle.
tap it in. Long ball played by Derby, but Leicester headed away. Headed back by Derby, headed by Leicester.
Bright.
Then Leicester booted up the pitch. Derby get there first.
Expect Musa to win, but the second ball,
I think they'll
seized
go
on
to
by
Derby,
Gray.
head
Well
it down.
by
Back
Johnston
to
again.
Leicester.
It's there again.
Very
It's a
scrappy.
Derby powerhouse.
And kicked up the pitch.
Remember the goal that Bryson scored in that first game, where he won a couple of headers, first against Drinkwater and then ran past King. Johnson's trying to out-muscle King in that midfield area. And the position that Bryson was playing in the first game.
Vasilevsky.
Still with Leicester inside
Ranieri was reminded
there of the pitch.
pre-match interview about when he made many changes in the Champions League game. They lost 5-0 to Porto. And, was he taking that kind of risk? He obviously defended his team selection. The Champions League has been a competition that's seen the best of Leicester this season.
True.
It's
If
a
Leicester
novelty for the club.
get past Seville, I will be shocked. I think that's
Leicester
where
by
their
low.
Champions League run will end.
Derby had enough
I
players
think
around.
Seville are pretty much dark horses in the Champions
Leicester
League.
pouncing in the attacking third. Vasilevsky
Just
playing
headed
safely
back to
enough.
Schmeichels, and he throws it out.
Mendy.
Now Leicester trying to come forward.
Puska. Chilwell. Gray.
There'll be a throw in.
One more pass and Gray might have really been in.
That was much better from Leicester. 2 or 3 good passes, a good forward run from Gray.
10 minutes left in the first half. Amati.
Maybe
Sart.
they no.
Run with it, but caught by Albright.
And maybe this could be a chance for
It's into low.
Derby
He's not very
can come forward.
much at home at this level, teenager.
What Albrighton's got to recognise is that Lowe is continually coming at him on the front foot. As Albrighton's getting his head down, Lowe races into him and he's almost running straight into him.
Derby on the right, ball put in the box.
Yeah.
And that'll be headed back to Schmeichels.
There wasn't. Marty in the end missed out on a medal, didn't they? Ghana finished 4th.
Was hoping this game was going to be just like it was a couple of weeks ago when they played on Friday night. That was an absolutely top game.
Just pipped them for that place.
So far not being a very decent game, in a pretty
Good final too, wasn't it?
rubbish first half.
Cameroon and Egypt.
Most people thought
This
was
game
under
can only
strength.
get better.
Cameroon went on to win the tournament. It was a good final.
Mitchell boots up the
Didn't need
pitch.
Joel Matip.
And it
Yeah.
goes straight out for a throw into
County
Leicester
with,
City.
Liverpool.
I think they're the Leicester City
Got his
owners.
monitor there, I'm sure he's
I think.
watching the action closely, both on the field and on his TV monitor. I don't think he'd be too impressed so far with what he's seen.
No, him. But it's cup football, and it's the scoreline that matters. Performance is a bonus, but as far as success, it's simply in the result. And a little bit like that now in the Premier League for Claudio Ranieri. But here goes Andy
Here
King
come
for him.
Leicester now.
Leicester
Ball
City
played
with it
through.
again.
It's not going to reach
Sets the
nobody.
alleys around the ground.
And Derby will
Just
watch
off
that
the
go
mark.
out
It was
for
a
a
long
goal
way
kick.
Short of what Musa wanted.
And King, of course, the Welsh international. He
So
is
that
the
they think that Musa's
captain.
Got great pace. There's
Tonight.
a couple of balls now they've played way beyond him. Both centre-backs have dropped off. There wasn't the space to play the ball.
Starting to
Little chance
notice
get
the
on end of too much Musa, apart from
advertisements
that cross
around the
a
ground.
while ago from Gray.
Southall Holidays.
Derby have just about edged this first half in terms of quality of play.
Throwing on the halfway line to Leicester
They've
City.
only lost 3 of their last 17 games in League and Cup. But those 3 defeats have come in their last 5 away matches.
Number 13 will take the throw in. Going back. Then And it's hoofed up the pitch. Headed up in the air. Another header. Another header. Then a hoof. And that'll be a throw-in again on the halfway line to Leicester City.
He's recently joined Derby and he's fit to be involved tonight. Might play a part later on.
Well, we've got the stream sorted, but I can't do nothing about the football match.
Chilwell has got the pace.
Penalty! Just give it! I don't think it was a penalty, but it would definitely liven the game up. We need a goal. Nah, it's not a penalty. I'm just saying he should have given the penalty to liven the game up. That's it. Well, Leicester have a corner. We do need a goal in this game. And the corner's taken, and it's gone past everybody, and that'll be a throw-in to Leicester City. And Albright will take it. Well, that should be Albrighton. Another throw-in to Leicester City. And there's a cameraman moving up the pitch. Number 13 throws it in. Derby clearing up the field, but it goes straight back to a Leicester player. Oh, maybe Derby could come forward. No, and you can get there first. Leicester play in the middle. Over on their right side. A long ball played. And Derby get there first. But it's back with Leicester. They're going to do exactly what they did for. Maybe not. And then they'll go out for a throw in to somebody. Give it to Derby.
Max Lowe's trying to shepherd the ball out. Another look at the penalty claim for Chilwell.
Good pace from Chilwell. He does get a little nudge, but he's going down again a little bit too easily. It's 50-50 there. They're both shoulder to shoulder.
Less a penalty in that.
God, is that the only talking point of the first half? Is a penalty that wasn't a penalty.
But good pace from him. He's playing fairly high up the field on that left-hand side.
Vieira saying to the fourth official, has this been a poor first half? But like I say, football's a game of two halves. A poor first half can turn into an amazing second half as Johnson goes down, holding his back. Oh, he's gone for a little kip. Let's see, was this a bad foul? No, he's gone over the player, come down, a bit awkward. Johnson will be okay. 4 minutes till half time. Now the physios are on the pitch. There is the Sunderland and Watford legend, that is Kevin Phillips, also played for Birmingham. A few other clubs he played for. Of course, Chris Powell played for Derby County, Southend and Charlton Athletic. And Steve McLaren, or what can you say? Pretty poor in England. Dyer at Newcastle United. Was the assistant manager to Man United when they won the treble.
A couple of times already, and he's recovering well. Just dropping here.
And Johnson looks okay.
Bradley Johnson hairstyle as well.
As the ads switch over and remind us, it's the Emirates FA Cup. Every game's an adventure.
Here's Mendy. Out by
maybe Derby can come forward now and do something like score a goal. And maybe not, as Leicester come away with it, but it goes out for a throw-in to Derby County.
He's got to be careful, Mendy, flying into that challenge. Yeah, it's a good challenge, but he was booked early on in the game.
Mendy for Leicester, Christie for Derby.
Of course, the big talking point of the weekend was, of course, Gary Neville and Arsenal fans TV. So will Gary Neville and Robbie be chatting on Arsenal TV? I think it will be a very, very good thing to happen. Gotta love a bit of the fans TV, the fans having their voice.
Blackman hasn't been able to get on the ball. So much so we've now seen a foul throw. We don't often see that.
No. Well, I think we see them. We don't often see the referees actually give them.
Are we going to see that foul throw again?
From the dugouts.
A couple of good bits of play by Anya early on in the game when he went down the left.
Talking points of the first half, there hasn't been any. Honestly, there's been nothing to really go on about. Penalty that wasn't given, and a foul throw. Well,
would be the time to snatch a lead.
Throwing to Derby in a very, very good. If he can long throw it, which he can't. Come on, get the cross in.
Looking for the first goal of the replay. No offside. Ooh, well, I think.
What happened there?
It was going to go up or not. Camera obviously thought it might have done. Derby is still going here. Camera wedges out across.
No, nothing there. Well, I suppose the play doesn't go forward to the ball, then the linesman can't put up the offside flag. 2 minutes of this first half. And that'll be who's going to finish the stronger. It looks like Derby County. Will we get a goal? As Christie is going to take this throw in. Makes it short. Here comes Butterfield, plays it along. Not a bad effort.
As well in the Leicester goal.
Leicester went to sleep, allowed the throw to go to Butterfield. He could just walk forward and get his shot away. It's going wide, but decent effort from the midfield man. Just see it swerving away at the last minute. Zila wasn't to know that, to make the save.
It's a comfortable save, just has to get down to his left and save it. So there's a corner to Derby County.
Butterfield taking the corner that his shot
corner comes in. And
half a few chances facing
comes
the
to
goal,
nothing.
Really. Julien Dessart, who's been quite composed in his play, wasn't so composed here.
Well, the ball ends up going into those sort of areas so often from a corner on this side of the field. Midfield player just going round the back.
Hey, come on, if that was the Leicester Tigers up the road, that would be regarded as an amazing conversion.
It's amazing how many times when the ball is played into the middle of the penalty, how often it goes out on that far side.
And this first half is nearly done and dusted.
Time talking to be done. Craig Shakespeare alongside.
And that's half time.
For their conversation with their players. Derby do the same. Akechi. Half comes to an end. He had some bright moments. Musa really had a chance.
Well, that's the first half done. Wasn't great, and I'll be back for the second half. Okay, we're back for that second half.
Maybe beyond.
Score 0-0.
Sure, Steve McLaren would be settled in the 90 minutes.
First half wasn't fantastic whatsoever. But like I say, is Leicester are just about to kick off. The second half could be a thriller.
In the first half, Stuart, that suggests you could spot which team's going to make a breakthrough here?
Not really. I thought Derby defended quite well. They defended quite high up the field as well. They made it difficult for Leicester to see that forward pass. I think it's going to be a goal of individual brilliance rather than a team goal from what we've seen in that first half. There wasn't too much combination play from either side.
Well, away we go.
everything seems to be working as Christie takes this throw in.
Chilwell's header. Reminder of the alterations in the
I do have
lineup.
problems watching anything live on a Wednesday for some reason.
And Chilwell and Mark Albrighton, the only ones who started the
The
first
golf
game
one channel that's
Leicester.
been terminated today is the Football Enthusiast.
Derby.
Great channel, uploading some really good stuff.
Midfield man Bradley Johnson.
But he got done by the copyright
His
strikes.
first start for Leicester City.
I really enjoyed the channel.
As a substitute in the FA Cup. Gray.
But it's amazing
And
what
it's
you...
knocked in by Andy King.
And what I say, we've had a goal already. King has just made it 1-0 to the Foxes. Told you, this is, when I do the streams, you don't get nil-nils.
Has finally made the breakthrough here at the King Power Stadium. 1-0 Leicester.
And Leicester could be good bet to win the FA Cup.
Too much in the way of combination play in the first half. That was brilliant. Don't see it there.
Number 22 takes it, lovely cross in, and there is King, they're headed in.
Players on the right hand side with
Of course, it was headed by Albright, number 11, to keep it in play, and King was there unmarked. Got a question, the Derby County defence is unmarked, and the goal kicking from Mitchell. But just what this game needed, a goal. And I think it's fair to say Leicester have got 1 foot in the 5th round. I forget who they play.
FA Cup victory.
Who they play.
Will surely
Think
help
it's
going into the big
well,
Premier League games that lie
could
ahead,
be
particularly away
Millwall.
to
I'm not sure on
Swansea on
that.
Sunday.
I know I did the FA Cup live stream, but somehow I've totally forgot.
And we're hearing from down the touchline, not spotted by Steve McLaren because he was late coming out of the dressing room.
But the main thing is, we've had a goal, 1-0 to the Foxes. Leicester City 1, Derby County 0. I thought there was a foul to Derby, but it's not been given.
But he's very reliable, Andy King, in that type of his game, isn't he? He's not the kind of all-action midfield player to necessarily win the ball and charge about the pitch, but he knows where and when to run into the penalty area.
Camera play when he got a whack from Chilwell there. Chilwell's got the better of that battle down this near side.
There goes Mendy.
It's a player with great potential, Chilwell. I haven't always seen it, I've got to say, when I've seen him play for Leicester's first team or seen him play for the England under-21s, but he's shown signs of being a really good player today.
Captain tonight, and a captain's contribution for Andy King.
How often do you see that?
Well, as Andy King scored the goal that takes Leicester through, as Derby look to get that goal back as quick as they can.
A little bit more time to get there.
He's got past one, got past two. No, that's a poor pass. That's easily cleared by Leicester.
Sharpen the edge.
Will Leicester just park the bus for the next 48 minutes?
Went into Mendy, he played a good forward pass into Musa and played it wide again. For more of the same in this second half. Straight away the intensity's that little bit greater.
Leicester win it back.
Why
well.
have we got the buffing circle of doom?
Taken on by Gray, looking for
Nice.
Musa, it could be in here, tries to get it back for Gray.
Oh, that was
And
close.
his desire to get to the ball.
Too much to do. Shackle getting back and doing a good defensive job. Gray and Musa, they're both a threat with their pace.
Johnson forward by Lowe.
Well, I hope the buffing isn't too bad.
Mike Jones needs to speak to Jason Shackle.
See what
Trying to get this stream working, and then the buffing circle comes up.
digs at Musa there.
Hopefully that one buffing circle.
Showing their support for the tabloids are calling a beleaguered boss.
It's working all right, and suddenly this crops up.
Here. Fans and the manager.
Well, the stream's in the green. It shouldn't be buffing.
King.
Oh, you're having a laugh.
Use a trick to go past his man. He does what most good wide players do. He attacks the space down the side of the defender. If he doesn't get across quickly enough, he gets the cross in. If he comes too far, he chops it back and goes the other way.
Sart.
No, go away. Can we get rid of this circle?
Expressions on the
Of course, when that circle comes on, we are getting nothing. The stream is continuing, the stream is resuming. But why have we got a buffing circle?
Scott, the fourth official.
He's wanting something hell.
Two normal midfield players, Butterfield
Doesn't work. Try that
Sart.
fucking...
Chilwell's head, collected by Blackman, of whom we haven't seen too much.
Doesn't work.
And he's run into what Leicester believe was a fair tackle, but referee Jones says it's a free kick to Derby.
Oh, there is no
stream.
stream.
Didn't really have control of the ball.
Why are we getting the circle now?
Decent tackle. Actually falling over it. He doesn't take it with him, Blackman. He stumbles into the challenge.
Some bloody fraps I've done to 40.
Lucky to win the free kick there.
Right, something, give me a fucking stream.
Camera, could it be? He's got a decent left foot.
There is no fucking streams.
Number 20 lining up
Turn
here.
off, will ya?
Sart is over it, so too Christie. You'd imagine it to be the wide right player with that wonderful left foot.
Masses, McLaren and Phillips hoping that the set piece here can solve a problem. But Sart's thinking about going to the other side. Here's camera, goalkeeper knocks it out, knocks it back where it came from. The Sart. Well, the best 10 minutes of this replay in the first 10 minutes of this second half. It's
still having issues with the streaming.
broke the ice.
Right, we're still getting that
An
wretched
excellent first 10 minutes
circle.
to the second half.
Blackman for Butterfield. And you're making a run across the line.
Well, thanks for the food that's stuck around. Stream is in the red. What the... YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain a smooth stream as such.
But he, like everyone connected with Leicester, including the manager, will be taking absolutely nothing for granted. It's been a season more of spills than thrills. Mendy.
That's working. Oh, the stream is back on. Can we get out of the circle?
King, Gray, Musa,
Right, we're in the green, but
Kapuska. Nearly for Chilwell. Good dropping back.
maybe the stream's gonna work. I've tried
Swap
everything.
sides for the time being. Anya, come out to this near side. Camera's gone over to the far side.
I do apologise if you've had buffeting, but nothing from my end I can do tonight. I've tried everything, nothing has worked. Like now it looks like it's working. Hopefully the stream will be good for the rest of the game. Oh, it's only 32 minutes to go.
It's a difficult ball to play.
There's Derby. They'll be cleared by Leicester out for a throw-in, but the buffeting is not going away. There's nothing I can do.
One who's trying to show Claudio Ranieri has got a bigger part to play. Almost less than a bit part player, really, if there is such a thing. He's low. It's a different stage of his career, and
So I do on this channel, so on a solo. It's all me that does everything. I do not have any assistance whatsoever.
Very successful. It's usually the part of the team you don't change very often.
No, all I ask is that the OBS works, which I think is according to this, it's all in the green. It's all working. I don't know. It's all in the green, so why are we getting the button circle?
Jones gave himself a bit of thinking time.
I'd say all I can do is apologise for the stream not being fantastic tonight. Well, that's a bit high.
He gets the ball, yes. But he starts to show it.
So I do try my best with limited resources.
Now the last one started to dip away or dip back towards the
goal. So now free kick to Derby right on the hour mark.
The camera again here. Either punched the last one instead of catching it.
Could this be a goal for Derby County?
Well, they're learning to fear the worst after last season. Being able to enjoy game after game, win after win.
We'll just stick with this free kick. Camera number 20 is going to step up. He shoots.
Deflected. There you go.
Goal. 1-1. It's deflected in.
It's 1-1 in this fourth round.
So it's the Foxes 1, the Rams 1, as the Derby County fans are in ecstasy.
You're absolutely right. When you're not playing well and things aren't going your way, it's the sort of thing that happens. He strikes it quite well, camera, with his left foot.
Not have even been going in.
Yeah, 4 watching now as we restart the stream. Even if you have it in the green, the stream ain't going well. It's a total disaster.
Here they come again with Vidra.
Could be a chance maybe for Leicester.
Derby free kick.
Oh, it's now Derby on top.
For the first 10 minutes of this second half, they were in complete control, Leicester. Suddenly the atmosphere has changed. Derby are playing with more confidence after the goal. Substitution, Vidra's coming on and playing in the hole behind the main striker.
Former Leicester player on. This is a free kick just out on the right now for Derby County. Butterfield's going to take it.
Under pressure.
Going to be in swinging. Doesn't come to much, but still with Derby. Need to get the ball back in there. Leicester need to defend better.
Butterfield.
Ooh.
No,
straight at the defender by Butterfield.
Here come Leicester.
Leicester now are going to counter.
Not the best kind of pass. Musa will keep it in, but
he's kept it in, Musa. He's get the ball in. He doesn't. He just plays it along the line. I don't know what's happening. The stream's gone all funny.
Trying to exploit.
And once again we have stream on healthy. And now the stream's gone slow. As Derby come up the line.
Just as the gloss was given to Leicester when they scored, Derby getting a dose of the same feel-good factor.
Could this be? Oh, free kick now for Derby.
Conceded another free kick. If it goes on like this, they'll be conceding another goal.
Got to defend better than that, Chilwell. It's too upright, it's too easy. Slides
Ooh, Chidwell did go in heavy. Poor defending, gave a cheap free kick away. Good area for Derby County. Out on the right.
He's had a decent game. Starting to believe.
We've got to give it fair play. Second half's been a lot better. Was I've had to mess around with all the streaming and all that.
Mendy. Here is Kapuska, and he's just giving it, trying to give it back to Albright, just giving it back to Derby. Camera. Really strong arm stuff in defence by Marty. Here's Musa. Oh, a stand-up challenge from Shackle, who's been spoken to already.
Can't win the ball here. Musa controls it. He can't win it. Just goes straight. He knows he's
Reason
going to go
green,
through
but
the
we're
back of
getting
Musa to try and get to the ball.
buffing.
It's lucky not to get a booking.
By staying on his feet, he's avoided the booking, I think, wasn't he?
And JB Claret 1983. Don't forget, let's talk football with me and Mad Claret 94. We'll be back on Saturday with our predictions. Don't miss it. And don't forget to sub to Mad Claret 94. Oh, I'll be watching it or listening to it.
The situation if the next goal wins it, but we're moving towards that.
I was actually wondering where it was. Went over to Mad Claret's channel, couldn't find it.
Impose himself on Albrighton's.
There's only one Gary Neville. Gary Neville has joined the streams. I destroyed you. I'm not from Arsenal TV, I'm a neutral channel. But hey, thank you for joining. You're very welcome to join in. One of England's greatest ever left backs. The famous number 2.
King. Albrighton, cheekily done. Pass low. Camera.
There you go, Leicester. Well, they've got a free kick right down at the right.
Between them decide free kick to Leicester.
I think it was the best that Albrighton could hope for here. He knows the challenge is coming in, just lifts it over the leg of Camera. Goes to ground.
Don't worry, JB Claret, I'm all over the place tonight.
Difference is no Huther Morgan. So good in the
As
air.
Leicester take this free kick from the right side, this could be where they retake the lead. Well, they're going to wait for Wolski. They are, but Mitchell comes and grabs it. I smell Cockney, says Gary Neville. I'm actually sort of half Irish.
2-2 in Derby. 1-1 here with over 20 minutes to go. Increasing possibility of extra time. It's been a very tight rivalry between the two East Midlands clubs. Here's Christie. Decent cross Vidra. Trying to come up with a bit of the scorpion we've seen this season.
It was a nice try for the Scorpion, but didn't come to nothing from... He got the player though.
He made contact with the ball, he made contact with the defender's head. So he's in trouble here. Oh, it's a heel that catches the Leicester defender right in the face. Side of the head almost.
He tried the Scorpion kit and he whacked the player in the nut. Ow. Number 29 definitely felt that. Of course, Vidra did play for Brighton and Hove Albany and Watford. And won a Premier League title with Leicester, even though he was mainly on the bench.
To impose himself on the situation. League Championships 1972 under Brian Clough, 1975 under Dave Mackay. Nottingham Forest, of course, then Brian Clough went on to win the league with them later in that decade.
20 minutes to go, 1-1. Are we ready for extra time as Leicester come forward?
Never won the FA Cup though. They've got to 4 finals, failed in all 4. The most finals by any club that has failed to win it.
Here is Mahrez
and Slimani.
Not warming up at the moment.
Well, they're warming up their wit, I think. An exchange of banter there between the two of them.
Didn't have too many smiles at the African Cup of Nations when things were going horribly wrong for them. Not particularly those 2 players, but Algeria in general.
Leicester's throw. Puskas still trying to show Claudio Ranieri that he's not fading from the game through lack of stamina or lack of opportunity. King. It's a classy pass.
No, that could there be a chance? No, Mitchell gathers that. No problem. And here come Derby County. Can they counter-attack? 80 minutes to go before extra time.
The Sart. Done by Albrighton, chased down by Musa, beaten to it by Shackle. Vasilevsky. Kapuska gets a touch. Musa as well to just squeeze it infield to Kapuska. Young Pole.
Look at that cross in there, Leicester.
Albrighton.
Ooh, could be a free kick.
Goal kick
No, just a goal
Yeah,
kick.
the ball was kicked onto him. That was better from Duska. Down that right-hand side, keeping the ball in play, setting up Albrighton.
It's so much better the second half, Stuart.
Well, the atmosphere has been better, the quality of the football, it's been more open. Players are looking to get turned with the ball rather than playing backwards, because that was the case in the first half.
I agree, the second half has been a lot better. We've had 2 goals.
Getting to know you was the first half, wasn't it, really, in terms of the teams, and indeed for 2 commentators as well. On for camera. He certainly made an imprint on this replay, as he did as a substitute in the first game, but he's being substituted here by Johnny Russell, also left-footed.
Looks as though he's gone to a central position.
Mendy. Kapuska.
Russell's actually a little bit more to this right-hand side. Vidra's going to play behind the main striker, but he will make little runs infield as he did there, Russell.
Here's Vidra. Christie. Gray. Played a very important part in the goal. Kind of teases you with his ability, doesn't he? I think he's going to dominate proceedings, and then 20 minutes we haven't really mentioned him.
He reminds me very much of a player that's come to the fore in the Premier League this season, in Nathan Redmond, who
wears the same shirt number.
Who often teased us that he was going to be a top-class player and then drifted out of games and then got left out of sides. But this season he's been much better and more consistent for Southampton. Maybe Gray's time will come for Leicester.
I'm sure it will. Certainly got the ability. But time to time in this difficult season in the Premier League for Leicester, but Claudio Ranieri sort of, I'm going to play the team that won the title, minus Conte, who's gone to Chelsea. It's sort of, that's his fallback position. But the falling back hasn't stopped the fall down the table. So Gray may get more chances. So Leicester mount this relegation. Islam Slimani was one of those who arrived with the money from the Premier League success.
I think he was bought to give them that something different, because they do like crossing the ball into the box. Yes, Vardy's decent in the air. Vardy's okay in the air. Okazaki's, for a small player, he's good in the air, but Slimani is brilliant in the air. A real threat. I think that's why he was bought. He's no slouch either. He will chase balls played down the side. Just haven't seen the best of him. Yeah.
Let's see if this works.
Christie crosses early, but Underline gets it away again.
It's one of those nights where streaming is not a good option. There's a Leicester come forward with their number 7. Is he going to do anything? Sort of plays it out on the right. Albright puts it in, it's headed back out, strong header.
King. Gray.
A lot of nothing there, and Derby clear it, the danger. Well, Finland will be going to extra time. I wouldn't say no to a penalty shootout.
I'd like to see Musa actually go at him and try and go down the outside of him. Instead he turned back
and the bucking circle is not saying goodbye.
Really good attacking position.
The live stream is healthy, so why am I getting a bucking circle? Unbelievable. We do have 3 listening to the stream. Thank you very much, much appreciated. I have tried everything with OBS and nothing has, I mean nothing has worked.
Sart. Himself a good pass for the ball.
There you go, Derby.
Russell.
On the left, Russell going to take a shot. He is. And it's straight into the keeper, who is not Schmeichels.
Positive from Johnny Russell.
I think it's a good job that doesn't get
it wasn't a bad effort from Russell as he runs in and boom, takes a shot.
Very nearly hits the centre half's head. Gone anywhere.
And there's Steve McLaren without his brolly.
Who's coming off here? It's the question to allow Riyad Mahrez to enter the fray. It is Martos Kapritska.
Out comes Kapusta. And
lasted 80 minutes.
Riyad.
Saying to Mahrez, we don't want you to play very long. You're going to be needed.
Mahrez is going to get a chance, number 26.
Win this before the 90 minutes are up.
Well, I think we're going to head for extra time with 10 minutes to play.
Last time. I mean, matching those standards will almost be impossible, really, but here goes King.
There you go, Leicester. Nothing. Get a corner.
Touch from Mahrez, forward run from King.
That was a really decent challenge in.
Shackle. Keo in the right place.
There you go, the Leicester fans. Ball comes in. It's all wide, just wide. Header just wide.
The Wales international, who was born in England.
He was close there, he wasn't far away.
I think it's over his head. Maybe unfair to him there. Great little flick on at the near post, but Musa.
Oh, that's unlucky.
Watches it go past the post. Would have struggled to get there.
Had a lot to do there.
So when it's a near
bit
post
unlucky.
There,
well,
you
good
just pull
effort.
off the back post and then they just get that tap in.
He's found it quite hard going, Nick Blackman. So it is another game. The stadium
Blackman
well
is coming off. He will be replaced by the one and only David Nugent. Preston North End fans know him well. He also played for Leicester and Portsmouth.
At Derby, David Nugent. Jamie Vardy's best man at the wedding.
But Jamie Vardy ain't playing today.
No Vardy to compete with. Certainly Vardy is watching.
Leicester win the ball in the middle now. They're coming forward. Is this going to be a goal? No, it's not. It's going to be a corner.
By an experienced centre-back, Jason Shackle.
Brilliant from Shackle. When Gray's running at him, you expect
Well, we
him
did get a late goal at the Den.
Shackle was struggling here, but just realises he can get
That's
that
a
left
good
boot
challenge.
on it. And the referee and assistant get it right. It's a goal kick.
And he got it out as a goal kick. Fair play to him.
He probably on that occasion didn't move the defender well enough. He needed to run up one side and then go down the other.
So, coming up to 7 minutes left for somebody to win this game. Can Anya do something? Oh, he's still got the ball.
Very good work.
And he won't get a penalty for that.
Not penalties yet, says Mike Jones.
Now again on first view, and I couldn't see that being a penalty. Good skill from Vidra to start with.
Here goes Musa. He might get to this one.
And then again, he might not.
Handball outside the area.
That's for the referee to decide, I gather. I can't see nothing. Well, Musa has been booked for arguing with the referee. There's been no replay, so I can't see it myself. Well, here it comes, the replay. A long ball played over, Musa runs onto it. Does hit him on the hand, but was it outside the area? That is the question.
It's almost trying to withdraw his hand, isn't it?
He is.
Guess you could see it that way anyway.
But on that occasion, I probably would have given handball. Because he's making himself big, he's trying to stop Musa going down the outside of him. He's sticking his arms up at
Well,
the
he's
side.
touched it with his hand outside the area. It's a penalty. So I didn't see it, if it was out or in. Bad camera angles. Come on, you're the professionals.
Broken through early in the second half with Andy King's close range header. Good camera equalising with a deflected shot on Ben Chilwell.
Long kick from the Leicester keeper. And there'll be a free kick in the middle of the park for Leicester City. Are we heading for extra time and then the penalty shootout?
Big decision. But he has to be absolutely sure. He doesn't get a replay of it.
There's no way the assistant on the far side could. He would have said it was outside the area, but
well,
handball call
maybe
was for the
Derby
referee.
could counter-attack down the middle. And pass that ball on the yep. On the right now with Russell. Can Russell get it in?
Johnny Russell.
No, he doesn't. He just passes it back out. Oh,
Cyrus Crystal.
maybe put a cross in, but Derby are passing it around, looking for their chance.
Low. Vidra.
And Vidra won't get to that.
For a goal kick.
And you won't even get a corner. That'll be a goal kick to Leicester City.
Well, he had a penalty shout as well, didn't he, Vidra, a little while ago? Good skill to go past.
And it
the first
wasn't a
challenge.
penalty.
Marty sticks
You
at the
can't have a
ankle, pulls his leg
penalty
away,
for
he's
that.
run himself to the ground.
You lost your footing.
Back, it's knee to knee. Mike Jones
No,
absolutely
Vidra
right
lost
with
his
that one.
footing.
4 minutes plus stoppage time away from extra time here.
So keeper kicks it long. Heads up.
Zalewski. King.
Pinball. Now it's gone out for throw-in.
Are we going to get a moment of magic from Mahrez? Really been able to
Intriguing stuff
involved in the
this
game
second
so
half.
far.
It's anybody's game at the moment. Throw-in taken. Headed on. And that'll be booted out. With it. Headed. Back to Leicester.
King. Headed out by Shaq.
The game is turning into a bit of a championship battle here. I know Leicester are still in the Premier League. You would have put what this game is like, a proper championship battle.
Nearer side.
Fiercely fought by both teams.
He knew what he was doing there. He had no chance of winning the ball, stopping Derby counter-attacking. He got away with it.
And is this where Derby get the winner? Well, he's got it on the right. Leicester.
Nugent.
No, come on, put the ball straight in.
On the ball.
Not a good enough ball, and the keeper gets that.
Ran rather luckily for Leicester and Vasilevsky in particular. It certainly wasn't a back pass of any intent. It turned out to be one. In the literal
So
sense.
Leicester play it long. Will this get to anybody?
Shackle.
It should be handled by Shackle. It is. Oh, not a bad clearance whatsoever. Chance for Derby now to counter as it comes end to end.
Now it's all bright.
But Albright has got the ball on the right. Can he get the delivery in? He can. It's not the best of deliveries, and it's straight into the arms of Mitchell. could he have done better with a good delivery from Albright?
All the effort in, as you quite rightly said. Easy save in the end.
Someone's gone down for Leicester. Nearly at the end of the 90 minutes.
Out on this right-hand side, stopped Chilwell going forward. He's ducked in on his left foot on 2 or 3 occasions. Played little balls into the front areas.
Vasilevsky.
In the middle now for Leicester. Good ball played through. Could this be the moment Leicester win it? No, it's not. And now Derby might get it up the other end. With Russell, he skips past one. And that is well taken by Leicester's number 10. Now we can bring the ball forward. Oh, that's a good pass. Good pass, but there's nobody there. There's nobody there. Ooh, lucky. Lucky for Lowe. Very close to scoring an own goal there. Ooh, chests it right onto his post. Bet he was relieved. Well, there's Mahrez on the right. He's trying to get the ball in there. He can't. Plays it short. Back out on the right. Back to number. Can Leicester get forward? No, they can't. And that'll be cleared. Throw into Leicester.
Two managers striving to be ball boy. Steve McLaren's come away from his base into Ranieri territory. That's nice to see. There's been a few spats that normally make the headlines. So
3 minutes of normal time left. This game is far from over at the moment. And it's with Leicester now. Number 3's got it. And he can't go forward. To number 10. Back into the middle. Going backwards.
Plenty of self-control there between
Derby. Right, how can Leicester go forward? Well, they did, but Derby have retrieved it now. Maybe Derby can't even come forward. Need to get it quicker. Not quick enough. Derby push on. Now here come Leicester in their own half. Into the middle. He's lost it and Derby clear it. Gray's gonna shoot and he hits a Derby player. Ball comes in. Oh, that's been cleared. Corner to Leicester. Good header out there by Shackle. Good defending.
We head for extra time, but there's still 90 seconds to go, and Leicester have a corner.
Oh, they got a corner, aren't they? No, this could be where they win the game. Could be. Wasinski has gone up. He's taking it. He's going to be Gray, number 22. He puts the ball in there, and it goes out throwing. No, it doesn't. Gray retrieves it. Gray needs to get it straight in. He tries. Headed away by Derby. It's still in the danger zone. That is poor. Stop appealing for handball. It wasn't handball, by the way. Leicester just hoping. But it is Leicester dominating these final moments.
One more time before we head for extra time.
Oh, could Derby nick it? Gotta be quick about it. There's not much time left. Can they push forward? Create a last chance.
Great energy from Chilwell.
It's with Leicester now. Now Leicester coming forward. Leicester finishing much the stronger. It's out on that right side. Come on, need to put the ball in. No. Oh, it's with Leicester. Mahrez, is he going to shoot? Is he good? Oh my word, that was poor. But it's still with Leicester battling away. Now be a free kick to Derby. No, it won't. We're in extra time. He sure did. King made it 1-0 with a header. And Camera, of course, scored an equaliser with a deflection. What can we expect in the next half an hour?
We head to 15 minutes each way, and if it's still level after that, the considerable drama of a penalty shootout.
I wouldn't say no to a penalty shootout. He's still got 5 people in. How are ya? Thank you for sticking around. Full-time highlights.
Well, this has what has brought us to extra time early in the second half. Leicester.
Number 20 was a good ball in there. Headed back, and there was King to head in the first goal.
Chopping back onto his right, but how many times do we see the in-swinger cause so many problems when it goes into those far post areas? And King, who went in for
Got to question the Derby defence. You know, King is on his own. Maybe number 25 could have battled Albright before he had a chance of heading it back across goal. I'm not sure about the goalkeeper's position there.
Well, it looked as though for Claudio Ranieri, Andy King would be king of the King power tonight until this happened.
But then it was an indirect free kick, and there was Cameron to score. A bit of a deflection, but it was a decent enough goal.
Who was the last man in the wall, sticks out his right knee, and it comes off his knee and into that far corner. Nothing that Zila can do about it, and when your luck's out, your luck certainly is out for Leicester.
Gazilla. Is that the Leicester keeper?
You see it again, it would probably just have been on target. No chance for the goalkeeper as he's starting to go down.
Delight for Steve McLaren. All bad luck this season for Leicester City. Welcome back to the King Power Stadium. Claudio Ranieri is going to make his 2 remaining substitutions. At the start of this extra time, Islam Slimani, who's already got a bit of a history here. Also coming on is Wilfred Ndidi as well. Musa departs. been a frustrating evening for him. So not so good together in the Africa Cup of Nations. Mahrez and Slimani work out for Algeria. Here's a chance in a cup competition to make their presence felt.
We had the benefit of just listening to some of the words from Claudio Ranieri during that little break. He was talking about keep getting the ball wide, keep coming back onto your favoured foot to Gray on your right foot, and keep swinging balls into the box for Slimani.
Indeed. Now, where is Damari Gray?
Mahrez is going to play in behind Slimani. Albrighton's going to play out on the right-hand side. So the two Algerians are going to try and link up with each other.
Mahrez, King, has good hands under pressure from his own defender, or Jonathan Mitchell. Good piece of distribution as well.
The player that Steve McLaren was talking to most of the time was Johnny Russell, and the job that he had to do. Just get yourself in a good position when we win the ball back. You be in a position where you can
Disappeared
counter-attack
for a
and get
cup
the ball.
of tea, and now we're back
Go and win the game for us.
with the first period of extra time.
Substitute Vidra on as a substitute.
And
Nugent
it's
on as a
Derby
substitute.
who've got the ball, just passing it around.
No more cards from Derby's deck. Here's Richard
The
Keogh.
Leicester fans are chanting for the Tinkerman. Whoa. He came from Italy. I think that's what they're chanting. It's a clean chant.
Chilwell.
That's why I'm repeating it. Now,
Gray across to the
ball
side
comes
position.
in,
The goal at the other
cleared
end,
by
of course.
Leicester.
That's exactly what he's asked
He
to do
wrote Leicester
by
attacking, I
Ranieri.
meant Derby County.
Come back on your right foot.
Maybe
keep bending
Derby
balls
can
in.
counter. They won't counter
Nugent.
like that. Oh, Chauncey got to play the
Just
right
gonna
ball
check this
now.
outside. Nugent experienced enough to
Just
realise
run
that.
it down, and then cross
And he
it.
started the
Oh,
game.
he's.
It's part of the pitch in this half.
What's he doing, number 8? Needs to
Very
get the
decisive
ball
early
in there,
runs.
and he can't do it. Should have been first
Low.
time, but Derby's still got it in the middle. And the
Butterfield,
ball's now delivered. That is poor.
half away by
Too
Vasilevsky.
easy for Leicester.
Kassar.
But Derby now got it on their right. Playing it to the middle. Back to the right. The idea would be to get the ball in the box, would be the best idea. But so far, but they're going to get
It
no
just takes a
cleared
little while
by
for extra
Leicester
time to get
City.
going again.
And that's going to go all the way
What's all
to
wrong with
Mitchell,
the
is it?
team
No,
values
they've
in the
decided to bring it
Second
back
period
down
of
Derby
regulation time.
County. I don't know, but I quite fancy a penalty shootout. As the buffing is back.
Good number of them haven't played that much.
There's absolutely nothing I can do. We've got 6 watching now. I hope you can hear me or hear the game. We've had a lot of technical issues with the stream today, or this evening,
Good idea.
which is totally out of my control.
Johnny Russell. Out comes
As
Albright.
Leicester move that ball up, they're coming upfield. They're in the middle. That's a good through ball.
Long strider.
Can Gray take a shot? He does. It's a goal.
Yes, indeedy. Leicester lead again.
Okay, it's Ndidi, not Gray. Oh, I got the goal scorer wrong, but Leicester have retaken the lead.
Really good play, first of all by Mahrez. What a pass it was.
That's a good goal from
Makes it look
Ndidi.
so
That's
easy.
his
Mahrez played it
name.
into Ndidi. We said it's the substitutes.
Can Derby come back from this?
I'm not sure he's known for his goal-scoring quality, but what a run and a strike with his left foot. They
Quality
backed off,
run,
they
and that
backed
was a
off.
superb
Looks like he's going to
strike.
go down a cul-de-sac. Look at this pass. Just rolls it in
That is
between
a
the two
solid
Derby
pass,
players.
and look at
It's
him
perfect.
go.
Keogh
Just kept
backs
on
on
running, and
tries to get
what a
towards the ball
strike from
little bit too
outside
late.
the area.
I think the
Keeper
goalkeeper
had
was
no
outside when the ball
chance.
first goes past the defender.
Oh, it's an absolute
Couldn't strike that
quality
any better.
goal. Well, if that's the only goal he ever scores, he will definitely remember it.
Yes, he does.
And Mitchell had no chance of saving that. Yeah, he looks a little bit more comfortable, but there's a long way to go yet. Anything can happen.
His first goal for the club, a special one at a special time.
So we'll call him Ndidi. I'm sure his middle name is not Puff Diddy.
They've got all their attacking players on. Disappointed Steve McLaren, Russell, Nugent, Vidra, all on. And you're playing wide on the left again.
And Steve McLaren looks disappointing as he picks up his water bottle.
Well, he's announced
So
himself.
Leicester into the centre C. Can Derby come back from this? Leicester did finish very strongly in the second half. They started very strongly in this first period of extra time. 6 minutes have been played. Playing it out on their left side. Comes back. Maybe Leicester can add another goal. Make things a bit more.
Periods where you could say they were dominating the match.
There's no chance for Leicester. Number 11. It's Albright with a cross, and Mitchell will save.
Well, the player that's made the difference is Mahrez. Suddenly he's picking out some decent passes. That was a lovely one too with Albright. He's had his critics this season. He's certainly been at the same level as last year. He's a talented player, even in the African Cup of Nations. And Algeria weren't playing well. He was the player to get on the ball and make things happen for them.
A few bellows in his direction.
Brilliant turn from Slimani. Watch how he lets the ball run across his body here.
Good turn, but he did fall over.
That's a poor challenge from Keogh. He must have thought he was giving away a penalty here. Goes into the back of Slimani. That's brilliant centre forward play. His work rate to find space in the box.
We still have 4 people with us. Thank you very much.
He realised there was no space there. He then went forward.
I hope the stream is okay for you. I'm trying my best tonight to get this stream up and running.
Very unlucky not
It's
to win the
been a
penalty.
horrible issue all night long.
Troubled by injuries in his.
The stream's either been in the red and will be getting the green. They seem to get that nasty buffing circle.
Surprised that he was on the bench tonight. Seemingly been ruled out a couple of days ago.
And the score is 2-1 to the Foxes.
Certainly be a boost for Claudio Ranieri if he has him available. Jamie Vardy been rested tonight with Swansea on Sunday very much in mind.
Could be an important one for Leicester on Sunday against Swansea City. Could do with all 3 points there, same as the Swans.
What they must continue to do though, Leicester, is keep passing the ball forward.
Hopefully the stream will be back to perfection come Friday night for Sheffield Wednesday. Well, I forget who they're playing at this moment in time.
Who has a bit of a short fuse, trying to muscle his way, he might say elbow his way into a position before the ball arrived.
Buffing circle ain't disappearing anytime soon.
Slimani, what he thought about it. And there's a high boot as well from Shackle. Foul was first from Slimani.
Nugent. Christie.
I don't think Shackle's shy when there's a chance of an argument.
No, no. Butterfield.
And here come Derby County leading an equaliser.
Contribution to this replay, Derby, but just feel at the moment the wind was taken out of their sails by the surprise nature of the goal. to garner their resources again. Russell almost got through Kanya. Got it away. Christie. Nowhere to go. Gray, somewhere to go in a hurry. Mahrez. Again, lovely weight on the pass to Amari Gray again. Gray still going.
Could be another
Still
goalie for
going.
Leicester.
Slimani's missed it.
Oh, just across the face of goal.
I think it's gone between his legs. Brilliant play.
There's the place in the 5th round, isn't it?
Watch Gray here, goes down the outside of key. I was asking Musa to do that.
That's a good one from Gray and a good bowl in. Number 19 should be scoring. That should have been 3-1 to the Foxes.
Unbelievable miss from Slimani.
What more could I have done is the message from Demarai Gray.
I think Demarai Gray's had a very decent game for Leicester City, and so has old Brighton.
Trying to do. Ended up being
So Derby's still in it. They're not out of it yet.
Is that going to come back and bite Leicester? Here's Shackle winding up for the big diagonal.
And they won't find his man, and that will be back with Leicester to bring it forward. Leicester head it on. Oop, no, he's lost it.
The Sart.
They come Derby again, but they don't move forward, and Leicester clear it easily. Throw in, taken quick. Have Derby run out of legs, or their legs getting heavy.
switch
Ball
players on.
whipped over to the right.
Christie hasn't done particularly well when he's got it into forward areas. He's one of the players that looks a little bit rusty and a bit tired, a bit leggy at times. Understandably so, very little football for him.
Butterfield. Low. Butterfield. Oh, Russell wanted it. It's clipped in for him to attack, coming in from that sort of inside right position. He still occupies. Here's Cyrus Christie though, having a go
Cross
at
put
Demarai
in,
Gray.
it's a header. Oh,
Had a
just
loop on
wide
it
of the
that suggested it might
post.
end up in
Unlucky
the
Derby
second
County.
faded away.
Relief for
Also how
Leicester.
Poorly Christie had done in the forward
Oh,
areas. That
Christie was
a brilliant bit of play from
close.
him. He's dropped his shoulder, got half a yard to get the cross in, and it was the right cross as well. Good header as well from Russell.
Keep on fighting, the message from the bench.
Maybe not as tired as he looks.
Russell saw it kind of go across the face of goal and out. If only that would have dropped a few metres.
Nugent played once for England and scored.
He was against Andorra. A goal was a goal, I suppose. You know, he actually did take someone else's goal,
Other
as
clubs,
the
doesn't he, David
foe will
Nugent?
definitely
Not sure where he was
remember.
at his most prolific.
But here come Derby. They're doing their best to stay in this tie. They've come close through Russell a few minutes ago as they have another chance. Got to get that ball straight in there. Headed away.
Gets ahead to it. Mahrez.
But the ball's now with Mahrez. He passes it.
King. Certainly, Derby have got one factor to work with here.
Well,
The
Leicester
centre-back
will be
side,
quite
even
happy
Leicester
with
will
this
feel so
first
desperate for
period
a
of
win.
extra time. Will we have penalties? It's only 2-1.
Marty. And Didi. The difference between the two
Indeed,
teams
he
at
of
the
course
moment.
scored that second goal. 1 minute of additional
The first
time.
period extra time. Russell. Low.
And finally, we've got the stream actually working.
And yet,
Oh,
keeper started to come.
I think the keeper had that. No need to give a corner away.
Was able to clear it, and they got it away from the point of danger. It was a potential.
I don't think he headed it away from danger. I think he headed it virtually out of the keeper's hands. The keeper was coming for that. Here comes the corner. And Leicester will break. Here comes Gray. No time, and that'll be the first period of extra time over. They've just got to swap halves. Indeed, he's scoring an amazing goal.
Slimani should have added another, but it's 2-1 with 15 minutes still to go. Stuart, what have you made of it? Are Leicester starting to impose their supposed Premier League class?
Well, they did in the first period of that extra time, but since they've scored the goal, they're now beginning to drop off again and allow Derby to have a little bit more play. I think it's a dangerous situation.
Come on, let's see the replay. I want to see that goal again. That was an absolutely sublime goal. Sensational goal from Ndidi.
If you keep dropping off and you allow Derby a bit of possession, one cross into the box, one half chance, they all go horribly wrong for Leicester. You mentioned it. It's a nervous stadium. They're nervous players. There's a nervous manager. They haven't won for quite some while. Everything seems to be against them at the moment. They need this victory.
Well, I really don't know what's up with Wednesdays, why we have so much struggle streaming.
Players in the forward areas. Push Derby back.
Sort of always looking at Leicester and saying they're going to have a big performance. They beat Manchester City here, didn't they, before Christmas? And Jamie Vardy got a hat-trick. He hasn't scored since. And the only really decent result for Leicester in recent times was to get into the fourth round by winning at Everton.
They did get a good result at Everton, and they got 1 foot in the 5th round. It wouldn't surprise me if Leicester won the FA Cup. Could they win the Champions League? I seriously would say no, they can't. To be honest, when they go to Seville, they will get hammered. Seville will have experience of European football as Derby kick off. But then again, Leicester might prove me wrong and actually get a good result in Seville. Like I've said, Seville are one of the dark horses, and they could actually win the Champions League as Derby kick off. It was only 2-1. Can Derby bring it back to 2-2? Could we have a penalty shootout, which would be a fantastic way to finish this game? As the streamers finally come together.
Be opportunities for Leicester to counter-attack.
And here goes Derby County. Is he going to play the right ball now? No, he's not. Bit late for Vidra to play that pass. Or play to the middle. There they're going backwards. That's no good from Derby County. Derby need to push forward. And they've started this second period by dominating possession, but they're not going forward now. Here comes a cross. It's not good enough. Easily headed out. Is this where I think Leicester might counter-attack here? No, they won't counter-attack, but Leicester now coming forward. Now it won't be a free kick. Of course, this is a derby between two East Midland rivals. There is just the place in the 5th round up for grabs. Also, East Midlands pride, local pride is up for grabs. And looks like Leicester will get both at the moment, but Derby not out of it as they look to come forward. Good ball played through, but he can't control it, and that'll be a 3-goal kick. And he's alright, just holding his legs with AV. A good ball through, but no, he couldn't make any contact. Not a bad ball from Russell, the number 7. And he, some reason, couldn't make any contact and put it out for a goal kick to get his name correct. Number 21 boots it out. And Leicester do a few headers. And Derby clear it upfield. Leicester head it back. A backwards header. A lot of long balls played. Leicester won't mind the ball being down there. Back to Mitchell from the throw-in by Derby. Here comes the Derby central defender bringing it upfield. There's nowhere to go, just plays it short. Now it's played out on their left side. Playing a short passing game. Now they're going to switch. Number 6 bringing it forward. Now he has to go back. The ball switched over to the other side. Now the ball comes in from the left, headed away from Leicester, kicked away from Leicester. Now can Leicester counter attack? Ball still in the Leicester half, but Leicester have possession. Derby need to win that ball back. But Leicester now coming down the middle. Could be a chance to replace this ball. Yes, to number 3. It's played back. Oh, Leicester certainly passing that ball around. One pass after another. And the Leicester City fans are loving it. Not a Derby player near it. Derby need to put a challenge in. That's a good pass. Now's a chance maybe for Leicester. Good save from Mitchell, and that'll be a corner. That was a good chance from King from outside the box. And that was a decent enough save from Mitchell. We have just over 11 minutes left. And see what played short by Leicester on the right. Morris plays it to Albright. Albright lets it go out for another corner. That will do nicely for Leicester City. As long as the ball's there, as I said, Leicester City have no worries. The ball swung in quick, and Mitchell grabs it. I think that's a no. It's another corner. Is it a free kick or is it a what? Now the keeper, Nuddy comes here. It's a goal kick.
Got his eyes closed at the time, so.
The only way he could have got that on target, if he dives full length towards the ball, he gets there before the goalkeeper. It's a very dangerous thing to do.
Derby now got their chance to come forward, and they have to do it quicker. So he's only time sticking down. We're down to the final 10 minutes.
Low. Anya. Sart. Cutting it out to Christie.
And of course, Leicester now singing their full devotion for Leicester City with Leicester Till I Die. We only repeat the clean chants.
sort of cross that Christie
as
played in.
Derby
The ideal
have
cross
got
for Derby.
possession but need to
But
come
he's
forward
good
with
in the air,
more
up front
urgency.
at the moment. They've got to be whipped in crosses. They've got
It's out on the
balls
left.
in behind defenders.
Number
The
2
opportunity
needs to
there.
get a ball in. The left back needs to do something. And he falls over, which is no good to anybody. And Christie thinks he should have had a free kick. Well, let's have a look. Is it a free kick? No, it's not. You've lost your footing. It was never a foul on Christie. It's got to be a cramp.
Well, I said he was tired a little while ago, but he seems to have a second win, really.
We need a second goal. Doesn't he know it?
Well, yes, Derby do need a second goal. Can Derby get this to penalties? I don't know, there's nothing like it. The drama of a penalty shootout. It's always dramatic. There's always the hero, and there's always the one who has to miss it. Long kick from Zilla. I think that's the Leicester keeper tonight. All in the middle. And Derby have lost it. Is this where Leicester grabbed the third? A good pass. And there goes Gray. Surprised he hasn't scored. Well, he has now. As this time, Gray makes it 3-1 to Leicester. Game, set and match. To the Foxes. They're in the 5th round. I think they're facing Millwall at the Den. I could be totally wrong.
Leicester 3, Derby 1. He can relax. Surely now, Claudio Ranieri.
Just about. Keogh, the player that he was running at.
Well, if Derby County turn this around, I will be surprised, but I think that will take a lot out of Derby. Whatever Derby had left in the tank, they will be running on empty now. It's a really good pass to Gray, and Gray just skips past all the Derby defenders and just bangs it into the back of the net.
Good physical presence there.
Was he man of the match, or should the man of the match go to Albrighton?
Into that top corner. Still had a lot of work to do here. That's the touch that makes it.
He did it well. Superb goal.
Chance for the goalkeeper as it goes over his left hand.
The Tinker Man is nice and relaxed now. He knows there's no way back for Derby County. Or is there? Well, if Derby are going to get back into this, they need to score right now. And can they do it? Oh, they get a corner. Just over 6 minutes left for Derby to turn this around. Here goes Ross from number 7. Need to get it straight in, he does. And it's headed away. Still a chance here for Derby if they can get that ball back in there. Number 6.
The most unpredictable of competitions.
Anybody that doubts the
So
competition.
the corner now for Derby County.
Put out what we'd say a weaker side, second string sides, but the atmosphere inside the ground, the intensity in the second half and extra time has been excellent. Great desire from both teams here.
Cross in, oh, keeper's missed it, but luckily he's managed to put it out for throw in.
Ndidi's power drive and Gray's solo surge, seemingly to settle it.
And these Leicester fans, if it stays this way, will go home very happy. One of the best games they'll have seen for a few weeks in their eyes.
Throw taken quick. Or will do Derby have to force the game now? Just go for it. You're 3-1 down. Nothing to lose now. Just go for it. That's all Derby can do. I've got a ball out on their left side. Ball comes in. And that'll go wide of the mark. No good, no good. from Mr. Nugent.
Yes, the two know each other so well, and at least David Nugent, Vardy will be crowing about the result. Nugent will be saying, well, at least I played.
Here is that run again, gets himself turned early. Keogh backing off, chopping and changing the ball. Vidra forward, trying to get back and doing the defensive job.
That's a superb goal.
What I like about it was the clever finish. Just roll it in the corner.
Really decent
Got
finish.
He knows the goalkeeper's going to dive on the ground, gets it up above him.
Derby come again. Yet to find that second goal. And there'll be a free kick to Leicester City. So I don't think we're going to have a penalty shootout. First half wasn't great, second half came alive. I've got to say, extra time's been absolutely mind-blowing, superb 30 minutes of football.
This place in round 5 in a competition the club have never won. How about whatever happens in the Premier League and the Champions League? How about winning the FA Cup?
Winning the FA Cup is still a great honour.
That will certainly not give them an easy ride. They've already knocked out Watford, Millwall, full of competitiveness under Neil Harris.
So they are playing Millwall. Millwall have done well, got rid of Bournemouth and Watford.
Not that long ago, 2004, they got to an FA Cup final, beaten in the end by Manchester United, got into Europe.
What a couple of seasons it would be for Leicester if they could win the league. The Premier League one season, the FA Cup the next.
How about the Champions League?
That might be a bit more difficult.
I think they can. I think they got a chance in the FA Cup. The Champions League, pretty much hopeless. But hey, they're in this last 16. Can't say fairer than that. This time is starting to tick down, and this game is all but over. It doesn't like Leicester are going to concede a second. Derby, they're giving all they can, but it looks a bit too easy now for Leicester City. As Derby tried to push forward, time is ticking down. Shouldn't be too much injury time. What, 1 minute? And that's gonna be a corner to Derby. Well, they're gonna have to score it. Right down to the final minute.
Lack of understanding where the next pass was, no combination play. But it's grown and it's grown. It's been an excellent second half and extra time.
It's not over yet.
Ball comes in, and that comes to nothing for Derby. But Derby will get there first. They'll let it go out for a throw-in. Keogh's not going to take it. Well, there goes Chris. He has to throw long, and he doesn't. Looks like Derby are sealed. Their fate is definitely now sealed as time is ticking, and Leicester will come away with it. Can they make it 4? Oh, and here he goes, number 19. Is he going to go for goal? He can't go for goal there. I'm going to give it to Gray. Man, the match is Gray for me. I think there's only a minute of injury time to go. Just 1 minute, it's all over. All there's left to do in this game is the referee to blow his final whistle, and it's pretty much confirmed now that Leicester City will play Millwall.
2 hours for Leicester to settle it. Credit to Derby for pushing them that far.
Well, now Derby got to concentrate, try and get themselves.
Well, they're not doing too bad in the Championship, Derby County.
Have a chance to get in the Premier League.
Well, the strange thing is they could swap divisions, these two teams.
They could do. I mean, I still say Leicester should be okay when everything is settled in May, but maybe not.
Well, they're lacking a place in the FA Cup.
Well, that's the game over. The stream eventually came good for us. Thank you to everybody who dropped by. I'm just going to say good night. Thank you very much. And goodbye.